Reagan Cleaves bringing it back here inside the broadcast booth for the second game of this doubleheader. Cougars win the first one by a score of 7-3. It was a very good baseball game, and very good baseball game. Cougars were shut out in the first inning, allowed 3 runs themselves, but were eventually able to bounce back and get 7 unanswered runs, 2 in the third, 1 in the first, or 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and 2 in the sixth, while holding Thornapple-Kellogg scoreless through all of that. And Cougars are able to maintain their perfect record against in-conference opponents. They also have 2 games against. They've got 2 more games against these Thornapple-Kellogg Trojans, and it should be fun to see how they do today. On the bump for the Cougars, it is Dominic Schoenborn, who is getting his 3rd start of the year, if I remember correctly. Let me figure it out. I believe it is his 3rd start of the game. It's his 3rd start of the year. He is a record of 1-1, an ERA of 2.92. And he is looking to improve to 2-1 on the campaign. He has made appearances in 3 games, allowed 5 runs, 12 hits, and all 5 of those runs were earned. Well, we are just about set and ready to go here. We are all set for the top of the first. Catholic Central and Thornapple-Kellogg from the Cat.
Shortstop, number 2, Alex Bonema.
It'll be Alex Bonema, the shortstop, leading things off here for Thornapple-Kellogg. He fouls that to the backstop, and we are underway here from the Cat. First pitch time, 6:48. First pitch temperature, 73 degrees, with cloudy skies starting to break up, though. Looks like we've got a sunny finish to this one, ending up our way. Second pitch is low and away for ball 2. Pardon me, 1-1. Now that's driven into left field. That will get down, and picking it up is Dawson Schroeder, but Alex Bonema is on with a 1-out with a lead-off single in the left.
Batting second, third baseman, number 13, Nolan Daly.
That'll bring up Nolan Daly. Left-handed batter will step in. Schoenborn throws over to first, though. But it is no cigar through the first. Nolan Daly, the second baseman, went 2 for 3 with 2 singles, along with an RBI to start things off. That's dribbled foul down the third base line, and it looked like it hit him, so it's 0-1. The second baseman for Thornapple-Kellogg started things off in the first game pretty well. He got an RBI and came around for one of those 3 Thornapple-Kellogg runs. And now he is up to bat. Straightaway stance, bent at the waist and bent at the left knee. The 0-1 from Schoenborn. Movement upstairs, but not enough, not down low enough, and it'll be 1-1 on the second baseman. Schoenborn kicks and fires. In there for strike 2. Right down the heart of the plate for the Catholic Central pitcher. He'll get the sign from Bates and pick off, move over to first. Not in time. It is a 1-2 count now. Schoenborn from the belt, the 1-2. Driven into right field. That looks like it's hooking foul. And lucky that it did so, as it was carrying down toward right field on a big hit there by Nolan Daly. Count remains 1-2. Reagan Cleaves back inside the broadcast booth here for the second game. Bring you live from the Cat. Here's the 7-3 Catholic Central Cougars looking to keep their record perfect in conference. Runner goes outside. Never mind, he held up at first. 2-2. Long at bat here for Nolan Daly. He'll step in again. Straightaway stance. The 2-2. Runner goes. That's foul to the backstop, so Bonema has to go right back to where he started. 2-2 still. Dominic Schoenborn has stranded 12 runners this season. He's hurled the baseball coming into this game 174 times as he tries to pick over to first again. But again, nothing comes of it. He'll do it again and again. Bonema slides back in safely. Noah Daly still at the plate for Thornapple-Kellogg. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike three, and Dominic Schoenborn, who has started 2 games, has his 7th strikeout of the campaign. That'll bring up
Number 12, Levi Vanderhyde.
That'll bring up Vanderhyde. Schoenborn tries to pick off Bonema again, but couldn't get anything going. 1 out here. Top of the first, Catholic Central hosting Thornapple-Kellogg. Pitches upstairs and in. 1-0. Schoenborn checks the runner at first, comes set, dealing from the belt, the 1-0. Popped up in the air down the right field line. It will hook foul back into the cement, dividing the baseball and the softball fields over to our right. Catholic Central softball team in action tonight. They are taking on Thornapple-Kellogg as well, and they were working that game to extras. That's popped up the middle. Double play ball. And they pull his man off, or they get the double play. A nice play there by Luke Kuzner to field the ball on the right side of second base. Step on and fire over to Johnson, who was able to make the catch. And a 4-3 double play ends the inning for Catholic Central. We head to the home half of the first. Catholic Central looking to get on the board. This is your home for Catholic Central baseball.
More and more these days, it feels like sports are losing out to hype. Who dissed who? Who signed the fattest contract? Who got busted for cheating? Lost 2 is the unique capacity sports have to inspire us, to unite us. Well, great news, sports fans. Sports are still being played for the right reasons. They're still as entertaining as they are character building. You just have to know where to find it. And you only have to look as far as your local Michigan high school. You know, the place where the games are exciting, concessions are affordable, and the parking is free. Where the emphasis is on hustle and heart instead of hype. If you prefer real, honest-to-goodness sport played for all the right reasons, you'll find it at your hometown high school. High school sports. Games are being played this weekend at a Michigan high school near you. Okay, everybody, who's in?
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Old Town Road signals the at-bat starting for John Passanaw, who will step in to the box here, the shortstop for Catholic Central. He is facing off against the pitcher, I believe it's Burbridge. Well, step, deal, and fire. That bounced past Stahl, and it will go foul for ball one. Here in the bottom of the first, Catholic Central ending that last inning with a double play ball. It's very nice, and they have a 1-0 count here on John Passanaw. The 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0 on the Catholic Central shortstop. Cougars, again in this second game, wearing their home white uniforms with blue numerals, white pants, and blue socks. Some of the guys have donned the stirrups as they normally do. The 2-0. Down low and in the dirt for ball three quickly. 3-0 here on John Passanaw. Passanaw awaits the 3-0. On the outside corner, strike one. They gave him the corner on that one. Burbridge will step back and deliver the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Big cut on that one for John Passanaw, but he swung over it. And it is now a full count here for John Passanaw. Passanaw went 0 for 2 in the previous game. He walked twice and popped out the other two times. The payoff pitch. Inside, it almost hit him. He throws the bat back toward the dugout and will make his way toward first base. That will bring up Luke Kuzner to the plate.
Second baseman number 1, Luke Kuzner.
Burbridge dealing on the mound here to Luke Kuzner. Lead off, and the runner goes, pitches well inside, almost hit Kuzner. And a stolen base for Passanaw as he bounds towards second and is safely in there without a contested throw. Burbridge leans in, gets the sign from Stahl. He will come set, checks the runner at second, and goes. Grounded toward third, foul. And now it's 1-1 on Luke Kuzner. This is our second of 4 games here this week on the Cougar Baseball Network. We will have 2 games later this weekend with Granville, and now a balk awards the runner, awards John Passanaw third base. They only gave him third because he was already going to third. Burbridge got crossed up. He started going toward home, but then realized that Passanaw was taking off on the long wait from Burbridge, and he is awarded third base. That pitch is well inside on the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now on Luke Kuzner. Kuzner, the second Catholic Central batter. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. That'll be 2-2 now. When runners are in scoring position, Luke Kuzner is batting .182 with an OPS of .539. The 2-2. Upstairs, he held off of it and brings the count to 3-2. Runner on third is John Passanaw. Outfield as well as the infield playing straight away. Bonema at short is backed up a little bit. But otherwise, everybody is in their normal spots. The payoff from Burbridge. Down low, he walked 2 straight batters, and Kuzner is on. And that'll bring up Jabin Bates, who has played very well for Catholic Central. He has a massive OBP.
Catcher number 7,
And for
Jabin Bates.
Jabin Bates, his OBP is 750. He is getting on base 75% of the time, and he's got runners on the corners here. He had a 2 RBI triple his last time up. Granted, it wasn't against Burbridge. It was against the substitute pitcher. Now they throw back to third. That got past Daly, and an error from the catcher will bring home John Passanaw. And the Cougars now have Luke Kuzner on third base with that, and the Cougars are out to an early 1-0 lead here without even an out to show on the scoreboard. That'll be an error from the catcher. And the 1-0. Well inside at the knees. 2-0 now on Jabin Bates. In that last game, Bates got on base half of the time, and he will increase that just a little bit. That was pitched up and away. 2-0 now on Bates. That pitch is down low, and he walked Jabin Bates on a 3-0 count. 3 straight walks to start proceedings here, and that will bring up Aiden Johnson,
First baseman
Who
number
last-
25, Aiden Johnson.
who last game, Johnson went 0 for 3 with a strikeout and 2 pop-outs. And now Bates will come in with a courtesy runner in Brian Langlois. So, on the mound still working is Burbridge. At first base is Jabin Bates. Is Brian Langlois with the pinch runner. For Jabin Bates. That pitch is outside, but they call it a strike. That was well outside and well low. The umpire granted it to him, though, not understanding why.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
The 0-1 to Johnson. Upstairs, runner goes well off the line. My goodness. That throw from Stahl basically was thrown right to where Coswell usually was at second base, but it pulled him well off the bag, needless to say, and so a stolen base for Brian Langlois. Runners at second and third for Aiden Johnson with a 1-1 count. He will step out and will step back in after calling time. Burbridge will come set. Check the runners. That bounced about 5 feet in front of the plate, and it will get past Stahl, but he will be able to grab it in time before it hops all the way back to the backstop and deter the runners from heading any further. 2-1 now for Aiden Johnson. 1-0 Catholic Central leads. No outs here in the first inning of play. That's grounded foul back toward the Catholic Central dugout. Count is now 2-2 on Johnson. That evens it up there. Outfield and infield both playing straight on here. The 2-2 grounded down the first base line, picked up by Burbridge. He will shovel it over to first for Stahl, and now one away here for the For the Cougars, batter Adam Wanzel. It'll be Wanzel, Redmer, and English. The next three due up here with one out in the first. Left to right across your radio dial and your TV screen, depending on how you're looking at this. Gerbex, Vanderhyde, and Diepert. In the outfield, Daly, Bonema, Coswell, and Pratt. And Stahl behind the plate. That's grounded down the first base side. Picked up easily by Pratt. And out is Wanzel. But an RBI ground out for Adam Wanzel. That brings home Luke Kuzner. And the Cougars are up now 2-0 here on the Thornapple-Kellogg Trojans. This looking to be a little bit like the first inning of the last game that these two teams played. Except it was Thornapple-Kellogg getting on the board early. First pitch offering is off the outside of the plate. 1-0. Brady Redmer. We'll watch the 0-1 bounce past him. Coming home is Brian Langlois. He will step on the plate, and the Cougars now have a 3-0 lead here to start things early. Two outs.
12-1 after 2.5 innings.
JV down in Thornapple-Kellogg. If you heard Jim Lantu there, they are up 12-2. 12-1, pardon. 12-2 was the final of the last game, and they're only in the top of the second. That is a long game there, and it is 3-0 here. That pitch well outside. 3-0 on Redmer. Adam Wanzel grounded out to first, but got an RBI around. And now the 3-0 to Redmer. On the outside corner, he was taking all the way, but that's in there for a strike. Burbridge will kick and fire. That was well outside. He walked Brady Redmer. All four Catholic Central base runners in this game have been on walks from Burbridge. He has not had control of that baseball at all as of yet, and it's shown on the scoreboard. Cougars getting 3 around here. Passanok, Kuzner, and Bates, who was subbed in for by Langlois, all coming around to score, making it that 3-0 score you see on your screen right now. However, there are 2 outs. Adam Wanzel, RBI ground out to third the first was the second out. Aiden Johnson grounded out to the pitcher, didn't advance anybody. That'll bring up Ben English. To the plate, right-handed batter, slightly open stance. The pitch, down low, runner goes after Stahl bobbled it behind the plate, and we'll give that a stolen base to Brady Redmer on a ball down low and in the dirt for Ben English. 3-0 Catholic Central leads. They are looking to extend that lead here. In the bottom of the first, leading 3-0. Catholic Central softball at last check. They were tied 5-5 in the 8th, but in the top of that inning, Thornapple-Kellogg blew things wide open with a 5-run top of the 8th, and that was during the break in our game, which was about 20 minutes ago, and now I think it was 10-6 final. 10-6, I heard, was the final. 2-0 on English. Burbridge will scuff up the mound with his right cleat and work from the chest. Outside and low. Now 3-0 for Ben English. 2 outs here. Top of the first, Catholic Central's 7-hole batter, Ben English, batting here at the Cat. English, slightly open stance, holds the bat basically still over his right shoulder. Watches that come in for a strike. Now 3-1 on the Catholic Central designated hitter, and a throw down to second. Brady Redmer gets back in safely, and he dropped the ball at second on a throw down. That was Bonema was unable to corral it. It would have been a nice play otherwise, but it's now 3-1, pardon, on Ben English. Burnbridge will come set, deliver the 3-1. And a stolen base now for Redmer. He slides into third safely. Stahl looked like he was going to throw, but the right-handed batter, English, was in the way, so he pulled up. If he would have followed through on that, that might have been interference, and he would have been able to call the runner out, but nonetheless, it's a 3-2 count here. The payoff pitch. Outside, he walked him on a full count. And runners are on the corner for Ben Passanaw. Ben Passanaw to the plate here for the Cougars. He's the number 8 hitter for Catholic Central. Sun has finally broken through in force here. His bounce to the plate did Burbridge. And it's 1-0 now on Ben Passanaw. 2 out here. Top of the first, Catholic Central only up 3-0. But once again, Stahl calls time and will send signals to his infielders before he dons the mask once again and hops right back behind the plate. Burbridge will set, check the runners. Kick and fire the 1-0. In there for strike 1. That was down on the outside corner. Looked a tad bit low and outside from up here, but the umpire thought otherwise. Burbridge will check the runners, leaning in and come set. The 1-1 is outside. And it is now 2-1 on Ben Passanaw. Dawson Schroeder on deck. He hasn't played in today's doubleheader as of yet, but thanks to that doubleheader, Cougars probably trying to rotate through and get some younger players some experience. That's fouled down the left field line for a foul ball. 2-2. Passanaw coming into today with a 2-2 count is batting .200. Burbridge will come set. The 2-2. Outside, make it 3-2. Cougar dugout coming alive with that one. And here on your radio dial. 3-2, 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Here on Ben Passanaw, it is full. Leaning in is Burbridge. He will get the sign and come set once again. The payoff pitch. That's fouled back toward the on-deck circle. Where awaiting that is Dawson Schroeder, the Catholic Central left fielder. Ryan Langlois coming out from the dugout to hand the umpire a couple of foul balls that went up and out of play. And now the umpire is fully stocked with those baseballs and will stand in to call the 3-2 pitch. He bounced it wide, and that'll be a walk, and coming home to score is Brady Redmer on the wild pitch, and the Cougars now have a 4-0 lead, and we are only through 2/3 of an inning. So on second stands Ben English, on first Ben Passanaw, and to the plate comes Dawson Schroeder
Left fielder number 3,
for his first at-bat of the day. Will come set. Will Burbridge check the runner at second and deliver. He bounced the ball to the plate. Ball one. Schroeder awaiting the 1-0 straightaway stance. Swing the bat up and down over his right shoulder. That pitch is well outside for ball two. The 2-0 is outside and catches the bottom right corner for strike one. Some umpire having a larger strike zone than the one we had earlier today. Schroeder awaits the 2-1. Swung on, grounded down the third base line, picked up by the Catholic Central third base coach. Dominic Schoenborn going back behind the Catholic Central dugout to warm up, as he has been dormant for a long time. We have had 42 minutes of play here. A lot of that has been with Catholic Central on the base paths. The 2-2. Upstairs. 3-2. If Burbridge cannot finish off this at-bat with this payoff pitch here, the Cougars will have batted around the order. The 3-2. Popped up high and into right field. Getting under it is the first baseman, Pratt, and he will make the grab. We will head to the top of the second. Catholic Central up 4-0.
How do you define strength? Is it physical? Or is it mental? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's whatever empowers a person to dig deeper, fight harder, and overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Discover how much stronger and more confident your children can be. Encourage them to participate in a sport when they go to high school.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Leading off for Thornapple-Kellogg here. Top of the second is the catcher, number 4, Caleb Stahl. He's behind the plate today. He watches that go outside or go down low for ball 1. Pitch is low and away again. 2-0. The 2-0 catches the low outside corner for strike 1. 2-1 now the count on the Trojan catcher. Dominic Schoenborn works from the hip. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. That'll be strike 2. That was a massive changeup on Dominic Schoenborn. That crossed up stall. He thought he was going to be facing a fast ball, and he'll ground that right in front, but that was a foul ball. Cougars throw over anyway, but doesn't matter. It is now 2-2, and it will remain 2-2 on stall. 4-0 Catholic Central leads this one here from the Cat at the Catholic Central baseball field. Pitch way outside. Looked like may have been a cutter on the outside. 3-2 now. First full count of the afternoon that Dominic Schoenborn has delivered. That's foul to the backstop behind home plate. Now it will remain 3-2.
Okay. You're the only number I've got. Why don't you have this number? We have 10 at 9.
The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3 swinging for Stahl, and he will head off to the dugout, being the victim for the first time of Dominic Schoenborn's strikeout. That'll bring up Pratt.
First baseman, number 15,
Caden Pratt. First baseman. The first pitch is down low and outside. Dominic Schoenborn from the belt. In there for a strike. 1-1. That evens up the count. Catholic Central worked 1-2-3 the last time they were up, but a long wait inside the dugout while they batted around the order. Except they only batted 9 to the plate. Now 1-2. Upstairs and away. And that'll be 2-2 now to the Thornapple-Kellogg first baseman. Swing and a miss. Got him. Strike 3. He was reaching for a low outside fastball, and he swung right past it, and it is the second strikeout of the game for Dominic Schoenborn.
11, Eric Dykert.
That'll bring up Eric Dykert. He finished up the game on the bump last time for Thornapple-Kellogg. That pitch caught the outside corner for strike 1. Catholic Central trying to defend their perfect home record. That's fell into the backstop. They have played 6 games here, including this one, and they have a record of 6-0, only 1 win. No, 2 wins. 3 wins, actually, coming on the road.
They won some on the road.
It's 2-0 on Dykert after he fouled that down the third base line. Dominic Schoenborn working from the hip. The kick in the fire. It's fouled high and to the left. That will get down in the marsh. Back to the left. That's probably not going to be gone. That's probably not going to be retrieved. But going back anyway looks like Max Trudeau to try to get that baseball out of the marsh. That's popped up once again down the third base line. Foul and out of play. 0-2, still the count on Dykert. The right fielder for Thornapple-Kellogg. The 0-2 upstairs on Dykert. It is 1-2. Here after that one was upstairs. The 1-2 from Schoenborn. Swing and a miss. He got him reaching on a nice breaking ball outside. And the third strikeout of the inning. 1-2-3. Go the Thornapple-Kellogg batters. We will head to the bottom of the second. Cougars up to bat once again. This is your home for Catholic Central Baseball.
Runners to your mark. Set.
Some may see a sprinter. At the NFHS, we see a future leader already off to the races. Some may see a volleyball player.
Good hit! Way to go, girls! Woo!
At the NFHS, we see a spike in confidence that will help her achieve her potential. What else do we see? Musicians learning to march to their own beat. We're the NFHS, the national leader and advocate for high school athletics and activities in America, helping today's teenagers develop the skills they need to become tomorrow's leaders. And we see it happening in communities across Michigan every single day. Learn more about the NFHS commitment to youth at nfhs.org. This message presented by the NFHS, the National Federation of State High School Associations.
Well, Catholic Central batted around in that first inning, and it'll be John Passano once again to lead things off here in the bottom of the second. First pitch offering, upstairs and in. 4-1. Catholic Central was able to get those bats going in the first. Well, actually not get those bats going. There were 6 walks, 4 of which came home, and that is the sole reason for Catholic Central being on the board in this one. Burbridge comes set. That pitch is outside. 2-0 now. To the Catholic Central shortstop. For me, 3-0. That pitch catches the outside for a strike. Good pitch placement there by Burbridge. He's able to get a strike on a take all the way count. That's way upstairs, and it walks John Passano, who'll flip the back to the dugout for the second time in as many plate appearances, and that'll bring up Luke Kuzner.
Second baseman Luke Kuzner,
who also walked and came around to score his last time up. It is a runner on first situation. We've already had 54 minutes on this live stream. About 10 of those were pre-game festivities, so we've already had about a 45-minute baseball game, and we're only bottom of the second. Runner goes. Throw down to second is well in time, but he got under it. And the second baseman, Coswell, misplayed it. And a stolen base for John Passano. Luke Kuzner. 0-1 count. They try to pick him off. He's in there underneath the tag, reached in there with the right arm, and he's able to slide back in there. 0-1. Kuzner watches that bounce in front of him on the 0-1. That makes it now 1-1 the count. And on the Catholic Central second baseman, he also pitched last game. Burbridge comes set, checks the runners. 0-1. He bounced that to the plate again. Runner goes, throw it on to third. Not in time. As he gets in there standing up, this John Passano probably would have wanted to slide on that if he realized how close it was, but nonetheless, he is in there safely, and that is all that matters. And he's on third for Luke Kuzner. who is facing a 2-1 count now. The pitch swung on and missed. That'll be 2-2 now. Luke Kuzner walked his last time up and had a 2 double RBI in the last game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Working from the chest is Burbridge. That's fouled down the third base line. Once again, 2-2, Catholic Central. Batter Luke Kuzner facing that count. Cougars are up 4-0. Here in the bottom of the second, from the Cat. The 2-2. He bounced it past the catcher. Coming home is Passanaw. There will be no contest on the throw. And the Cougars, on a wild pitch, get Passanaw home. And it's now 5-0.
It's 15 after 3, 10 after.
And that'll work the count to full on Luke Kuzner. The payoff pitch from Burbridge. Got him looking on the outside corner for strike 3. And the first strikeout of the outing for Burbridge gets Kuzner looking and brings up Jabin Bates with nobody on and 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Coming set on the mound is Burbridge. He'll work from chin height and deliver. Caught the top outside corner for strike 1. Jabin Bates working at the plate. He walked his last time up and went 5 and was on base 50% of the time in the last game. That pitch is up and away. Ball 1. Bates came around to score the third Catholic Central one in that one. Staring down the catcher is Burbridge. He'll come set and deliver the 1-1. Up and away once again. Now 2-1 here for the Catholic Central Cougars. Bates will step in. Left-handed batter who also bats right-handed. The only switch hitter on the team. Slightly open stance. Watches the 2-1 come inside and make it a 3-1 count. Bates again steps in and awaits the 3-1. He walked him as it was up and in, and Jabin Bates is on every single base runner for the Catholic Central Cougars. All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 batters have been walked.
The line score is 5 runs, 0 hits, 0 errors. These pitchers throwing a no-hitter.
He is.
First baseman.
It is a no-hitter. As Jim Lantu mentions, kid is not allowed to hit, but again, he hasn't given the Cougars much to hit at. As he is now that ball gets away from the first baseman Pratt, and to second base is Brian Langlois.
Max Trudeau. Number 9.
Max Trudeau, pardon. Looked like 8. My apologies. That is now number
9, 8, same thing.
They look close enough.
5 runs, no hits.
And especially from... Oh! And that throw hits Max Trudeau as he slides back. Looks like it hit him on the back leg. But he is all right. Cougars still have 1 out here. Bottom of the second. They got lots of productivity. At least on base-wise, as Johnson swings over that one for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. On Aiden Johnson. Burbridge comes set. Checks Trudeau at second. The 0-1. Swung on and missed upstairs. Aiden Johnson liked that eye candy and got dazzled by the fastball upstairs. And swung and missed on that one. Now it is 0-2. Johnson grounded out to the pitcher his last time up. The 0-2 from Burbridge. Outside, 1-2. Runner on second is Max Trudeau. Burbridge will come set. And throw back to first. Did they get him? Or throw back to second. Did they get him? No. Trudeau slides back in there, does the swim move to get back, and count remains 1-2 after that throw down to second. He comes set. Does Burbridge. Checks the runner. Pitches outside. That got past the catcher through the 5-hole. Would this have been hockey? And it is a full count once again. Aiden Johnson working it back from an 0-2.
You should just use a hockey term.
Burbridge will toe the mound, working from the first base side of the rubber as he has been all game. He will come set, work from the chin. The 3-2. Low and inside. He did not walk him. Now it's a full count. I was going off of you. It's all right.
The rookie, first time.
Have you heard me? I mess up like 5 times a game. The payoff pitch. Outside. Now he walks him. And Aiden Johnson will trot to first. And yet again, the ninth base runner of the game for the Cougars. The 9th walk for Burbridge. And now the manager for the Trojans, Jack Holbert, will come out. Looks like he may be giving Bonema a chance on the mound. We will step aside. 1 out here, bottom of the second. Catholic Central leading 2-0. They've got 2 runners on, though. You're listening and watching to Catholic Central Baseball on your home for Catholic Central Baseball.
Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Well, things are looking good for Catholic Central. They've got runners on the corners here. And to the plate, Adam Wanzel. Max Trudeau stands on third. Aiden Johnson on first. New pitcher for the Trojans is number 9, who was their left fielder, Gerbrecht. Yeah, Reese Gerbeck on the mound now for the team decked out in orange and black. The uniforms look a little bit similar to Ottawa Hills. Runner goes from first. That's a foul ball for Adam Wanzala. Now 1-1 the count on the Catholic Central center fielder. Schoenborn still hasn't. He will not bat today, and he has been dormant for a while now. After that pitching change, swing and a miss there by Adam Wanzel. 1-2 now. We got 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Catholic Central up 5-0, looking to extend that here. Swing and a miss. And Adam Wanzel goes down swinging. 2 outs now for the Catholic Central Cougars. Now up to bat, Brady Redmer, the Catholic Central right fielder. He's made a couple of catches out there today that have been pretty nice to watch, and now he comes to the bat, walking his last time up and coming around to score on 2 stolen bases. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, down and away. Strike 1. Brady Redmer had 2 stolen bases in that first trip around the base paths. Now facing an 0-1 count from Gerbeck. That's upstairs and in. 1-1 now on Redmer. Burnbridge and Gerbrecht moved, or Gerbech, sorry. Switched places. Now Burbridge is out and right. That hopped by the catcher on a wild pitch. Coming home to score is Max Trudeau. And the Catholic Central Cougars now have a 6-0 lead. Here in the second with, yet again, no hits. This has been a very odd set of events here. Cougars have had every single base runner, and I mean every single one, has been a walk. And it's not like it's a few base runners. It's been 9 at this point. And Brady Redmer faces a 2-1 down and in. 3-1 now. 2 outs here in the second. Everybody playing straight away. Dominic Schoenborn getting up and getting ready in the bullpen for his 3rd inning of work. That's down low. He just walked Brady Redmer. 10th CC base runner. 10th walk for the Trojans. This has been... That'll bring up Ben English, who on the season has had 2 at-bats, gone 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout, along with 1 walk, and he reached on a fielder's choice. Now coming in is Brendan Ferret for Brady Redmer.
Brendan Ferret enters as a runner for Redmer.
I would assume that would be a pinch runner. Well, it remains to be seen whether or not Redmer comes out for the 3rd inning as in right field. Big cut there by Ben English, but he swings under it, and it is 0-1. Gerbech on the mound, delivering upstairs. Now 1-2. 1-1.
6 runs.
Coming set is Gerbech. The 1-1. Down low. Cougars have put a couple in play. All three of their outs in the first inning came on either ground outs or a pop out. They ended the inning with a pop out to first in foul territory. The 2-1. Down low, 3-1. English is the DH today for Catholic Central. He played second in his first game as a Cougar. That's down and away. He just got walked. 11th runner, 11th walk. And the bases are loaded for Ben Passanaw.
For base number 10, Ben Passanaw.
There are 2 outs. Runner on third is Aiden Johnson. That will be an earned run, not for Gerbech, but for the starting pitcher.
I meant the last guy. It couldn't have been.
It's fouled into the backstop.
I meant the guy who started this game. Oh, he can't. There's no way he's number 2.
Gerbech will come set, working from the middle of the rubber. Steps, kicks, and fires. That's way upstairs. Now 1-1 on Ben Passanaw. Passanaw watches the pitcher Gerbech kick and fire and awaits the 1-1, which he fouls down the right field line. It will go just outside the visiting bullpen. 1-2. These two teams will finish up their season series on Thursday when the Cougars travel down to Midland. First pitch at 4:15. Middleville. That's low and away. 2-2 now.
It gets tough calling all these walks. I know.
6-0 Catholic Central leads. All 11 base runners, including the 3 on right now, have been walked. Now a strike 3 looking, and that is how we will end the second inning. Catholic Central back into the field, leading by 6. This is your home for Catholic Central baseball.
Being a teenager is tough.
There's the constant pressure to be liked.
Endless worrying about college.
Cyberbullying, high expectations, all the negativity.
There's no question. Being a teenager is tough. And what do Michigan's teens do when they want to block out the noise and clear their heads?
We play!
Yeah! Research shows that teenagers who participate in high school sports have lower stress levels, more confidence, and greater self-esteem. And then there's the biggest benefit of all.
High school sports are fun.
Not just fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Encourage your teenagers to participate in a sport or activity when they go to high school. They'll stress less and smile more. And they'll be laying the foundation for a happier, healthier future.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Dominic Schoenborn in his third inning of work, hitting only the 7th batter of this order. Grounded to third, John Passanaw picks it up, fires over, but he pulled Aiden Johnson off the bag. And so an error for John Passanaw allows Gerbech to reach. And now
designated hitter number 8, Cameron Fain.
Number 8, Cameron Fain to the plate. He's the designated hitter with a runner on here in Gerbech. There has been no hits in this baseball. Or there's been one hit. Alex Bonema led off the game for Thornapple-Kellogg with a single, but got out as a part of a double play. And that pitch catches the outside of the plate for strike one on Cameron Fane. 0-1-1. Grounded on the first base line, foul. I got 2 strikes. I think he called that first one a strike. I think. Yep, 0-2 here on Fane. Slightly open stance. Has Fane, and he watches that one catch the outside corner for strike 3. And Dominic Schoenborn has his 5th strikeout of the game, and now his 13th strikeout of the campaign. First pitch to number 6, Coswell. Whole swing and miss on that one. 0-1 now the count. Schoenborn steps off, forcing Gerbech back to first. That pitch is fouled off just above the backstop to the right of us here, and that will fly back into our right. No balls, 2 strikes. Here on Coswell. 6-0, Catholic Central leads. The pitch fouled to first. That was bobbled by Aiden Johnson, and an error, another error for Catholic Central, and yet we still do not have a runner that has reached on a hit since the first inning.
Number 2, Alex Bonema.
So Gerbech is on, thanks to an error by John Passanoff, throwing the ball over to first from his position at short. Down and away here on Bonema, who's got the only hit of the game for either squad. He singled his first time up, the first at bat of the game, and then he lined it in to left. Runner on first, swing and a miss, is Coswell. He is on thanks to an error by Aiden Johnson. And that is how things stand. 2 runners on. Everybody playing straight away from the hip.
I think he'll get picked Friday.
That's down low for a ball. Throw down to second, not in time. 2-1.
Last one I saw was last pick first round. Something like that. Right at the end.
Here in the top of the third, Catholic Central and Thornapple-Kellogg, the 2-1. In there for strike 1.
First round would be Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Super Bowl champion.
It's 2-2 now on Bonema. 1 out here in the top of the third. That pitch is swung on and missed. Drop third, strike. He is out, and runners will advance. Throw to second, not in time. And so we have 2 outs here, and Bonema strikes out. Could not advance on the drop because first and second were occupied. But both guys got their... Both Gerbech and Coswell advance. So now it sits Coswell at second, Gerbech at third. 2 men in scoring position now for Nolan Daly. Pitches upstairs, 1-0 now with 2 away. Catholic Central leading 6-0 here. The pitch. Nice breaking ball on the outside. 1-1. Now on Daly, that was a called strike. Dominic Schoenborn has been working both sides of the plate today and will deliver the 1-1. Swing and a miss. That was actually fouled back. And Schoenborn will get a new ball, it looks like, from the umpire. They'll exchange baseballs and walk back to their respective dirt circles on the Catholic Central baseball field. 1-2 the count on Nolan Daly. Daly straightaway stance. Watches that come inside. 2-2. Schoenborn comes set from the belt. The 2-2. Check swing. Didn't go. Upstairs and away. Full count now on Noah Daly. He struck out his last time out, the first of 5 victims to Dominic Schoenborn. That's fouled back toward the right side. Still 3-2. Schoenborn has struck out 5 today. He struck out the side in the second. Has 2 strikeouts here in the third. Had 1 in the first. Schoenborn from the hip, the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. And we will head to the bottom of the third. Catholic Central leading 6-0, trying to extend their lead. This is your home for Catholic Central Baseball, the Cougar Baseball Network.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Dawson Schroeder leading things off here in the bottom of the third. Catholic Central leading 6-0 here from the Cat. First pitch from Gerbech. Dawson Schroeder tries the bunt, but it fouls back. And Catholic Central.
6 runs, 0 hits. 0 errors.
The Trojans still pitching a combined no-hitter, but again, they have allowed 11 walks and 11 base runners. The 0-1. Up and inside, that was a headhunter. Up and on Schroeder. 1-1. Schroeder's a straightaway stance. Swings the bat up and down over his right shoulder. The 1-1. Upstairs. 2-1 now.
Okay, Adam, I know the scores. I said it's up 6-0 in third. He goes good. I says, well, both teams are throwing no hitters.
2-1.
See how it goes back to that. 11 walks. 11 walks. Oh, he got a hit.
Now it's 3-1 on Schroeder. That pitch is down and away. He walked him. And Schroeder will hustle his way to first. and run all the way through, and Cougars have a man on first. Here with yet another walk. By my count, let's recount that. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 walks, 12 base runners for the Catholic Central Cougars. This is absolutely ridiculous, folks. Pitch outside, but it's called a strike.
Boy, Reagan, I'm glad that you give your honest opinions.
1-1. Or 1-0 to Passanaw. Down low, he bounced it to him. 2-0 now on John Passanaw. He walked both his previous times up, came around to score. One of the two Cougars that has done so.
You walked? Can't believe it.
Throw over to first. Not in time. Passanaw steps back in. Again outside. 3-0.
He could be a perfect 3-0 loss.
On Passanaw.
13.
Also has 3 stolen bases. He advanced with a walk and scored on an error and a wild pitch. So, pitching has not been a strong suit for Thornapple-Kellogg today. 3-0. Outside, he won. No, it's a 2-1. Pardon.
Now it's 3-1, right?
Yeah. Now it is 3-1, folks. Sorry about the confusion. The scoreboard had it wrong.
No.
Again.
No, it's the announcer board malfunction.
John Passanaw
It's a rookie on a
steps
scoreboard.
back in. Faces the 3-1, grounds it back up the middle. Corralled by Coswell. He will fire it over to first. And he advances the runner with a 4-3 ground out. So the Cougars have one away. Dawson Schroeder now to third. And that'll bring up Luke Kuzner. He's walked and struck out. Adam Wanzel is the only Cougar who has not walked today. He is due up after Johnson, who is after Bates, who is on deck right now. That pitch outside, called a strike. 1-1. Yeah, one out here. Bottom of the third. Catholic Central up 6-0, trying to extend that lead with a runner 90 feet away. That's grounded toward third. Picked up by shortstop Bonema, and he fires it over. Beating out the throw is Luke Kuzner, so an infield hit for Luke Kuzner. And that is the first hit of the baseball game. And the Cougars get Schroeder home and are up 7-0 here.
Catcher Jabin Bates.
Bates will step in, having walked both his last 2 times up. He was pinch ran by Brian Langlois and then Max Trudeau. 1-0. The count on Bates as he watches that one go outside and low. Gerbich comes set. The 1-0. Yeah, well inside, he threw behind Jabin Bates. Surprised that didn't get him. As
Well, he's just a little,
he had to back out the
just
way.
a little guy, so there wasn't a lot to aim for. Not much of a target, though.
Gerbich will check the runner at first and come set and fire the 2-0. Runner goes, that misses inside, and the throw down, not in time. Sliding in there safely is Luke Kuzner, and he has himself a stolen base.
Hey, Ray, it counts 3-0. You know what that means? He could get a walk.
He probably could get a walk. The fact that we have had 12 walks in this game before we had a hit, and he just walked him again, high and away, and Jabin Bates is on with 3 walks, and the Cougars, guess what? They have another walk. By my count, that is 13, and coming out is Max Trudeau once again for Jabin Bates.
First baseman Aiden Johnson.
Yeah, 13 walks, 14 batters for the Catholic Central Cougars. Kuzner, who was on third, singled in a run. First pitch to Johnson upstairs for a strike. Oh and 1. Gerbech comes set, kicks and fires. Upstairs. 1-1 now on Aiden Johnson. Johnson walked his last time up, didn't come around to score. The 1-1. Runner goes from first. Throw down. Well off of the line, and the runner comes home to first. Comes home, and he got him. Good play there by Stahl to reach out with the left hand and get Luke Kuzner, and that is a 4-2 throw out, and we have 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Cougars unable to get one across here in the bottom of the third. This has been a long baseball game, already an hour and a half into things here out the Cat. Gerbech comes set. Trudeau on second, taking a substantial lead. Gerbech kicks and fires outside and low. 2-2 now the count on Aiden Johnson. Sun setting to our left. If this game goes too long, we might have to call it due to darkness. There are no lights here at this field. The 2-2. Grounded toward third. Picked up by Bonema. Bonema bobbled it. And that'll be an error as the Cougars reach with yet another error, this time again to the shortstop. And that'll bring up Adam Wanzel, the only Catholic Central Cougar who has not walked aboard. Let's see if he can do it this time. He's got 2 outs to work with here, bottom of the third, from Catholic Central Baseball Field. Reagan Cleaves bringing you play-by-play here. We were without David Shamblin. He has other duties to do tonight, ones he actually gets paid for. Pitch is in there for a strike on Wanzel. The 0-1 from Gerbech. Fouled back to the backstop on a line drive, 0-2. Oh, 2 with a foul and a swing and a miss from Wanzel. Gerbech comes set, trying to get the third out and end this inning, get out of a jam. He pitches that well inside, almost at the belt of Wanzel, 1-2. Catholic Central has 7-3. Let's see if he can get on base here. He hasn't gotten on base. He had an RBI ground out in the first inning and a strikeout. That pitch is inside. Runner goes both ways, and Trudeau comes home to score. Catholic Central now up 8-0. And that'll move Aiden Johnson to second on a wild pitch. Gerbech will dig in.
Well, I'm hoping the coach just signs off and calls it.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes, and that will end the third inning. We head to the top of 4. Catholic Central and Thornapple-Kellogg here from the Cat. This is your home for Catholic Central Baseball, the Cougar Baseball Network.
High school sports are as American as apple pie. And going to a game or meet is a chance to see the stars of tomorrow shine today. But as anybody who's ever attended a high school sporting event in Michigan knows, you can't have the stars without the stripes. High schools are currently looking for new officials in almost every sport. Who looks good in stripes? Anybody looking for a way to stay connected to a sport they love. If you like the idea of giving back to your community while earning a few extra bucks, chances are you'd look good in stripes too. We want to hear from you. We need to hear from you. No officials means no games. No stripes means no stars. And what kind of America would that be? Michigan needs more high school officials. Go to highschoolofficials.com to sign up or learn more. That's highschoolofficials.com.
Well, Levi Vanderhyde to the plate here. Bent at the knees. Faces the first pitch from Schoenborn up and in. Schoenborn has 7 strikeouts to his name through 3 innings of work. And gets that call on the outside corner. Strike 1. That evens up the count at 1 apiece. That pitch is drilled into center field. Working back there is Wanzel. That got over his head. It's a double, maybe a triple here is Vanderhyde. Round second, heading for third. Can they get him on the relay? Throw to third. Not in time. And Vanderhyde on a very nice relay by Passanaw and Wadzel. He beats the throw-in, though, and Vanderhyde is on with the second hit of the game, and this time it's a triple. And TK is in business here with a leadoff triple. That'll bring out Stahl, who struck out his last time up. He was the first victim of that striking out this side that Dominic Schoenborn did back in the second inning of play. In the bottom of the fourth, pardon. Got the graphics wrong up there for you, pardon. Sorry about that. It's in there for a strike, 0-2. The 0-2. Grounded down the first base line, foul. So it will stay at 2-2. Problem is the baseball doesn't. 0-2, Dominic Schoenborn works from the hip. Swing and a miss, got him on strikes. And that's his 8th strikeout victim of the day.
Number 15, Caden
That'll
Pratt.
bring up Caden Pratt. The first baseman struck out his last time up. Runner on third is Levi Vanderhyde. Only 90 feet away. In there for a strike right down the heart of the plate against Caden Pratt. Catholic Central leading 8-0 here in the top of the 4th. Catholic Central looking to improve their record. That is in there for a strike. 0-2 now on Pratt. It's fouled back to the the on-deck circle in front of Thornapple-Kellogg, and it's still an 0-2. Now Schoenborn working from the back hip. Grounded towards short, picked up by Passanaw, hopped over him though. And another error, and the Cougars allow a run, and now they have to score 3 more if they want to mercy Thornapple-Kellogg. So, now 1 out here, runner on first in Caden Pratt. He worked from, he got on due to an error. And Schoenborn kicks and fires. First pitch driven into right field. Not getting there in time is Redmer. Rounding the base Rounding third, here is Caden Pratt. They're going to send him home. Relay to home. Will not be in time. And another RBI triple, this time by Diepert. And Thornapple-Kellogg is back in business. We might have a longer game than expected here. It is now 8-2.
Number 9, Reese Garbrecht.
I'm going now to bring up Gerbeck. He's the pitcher right now for Thornapple-Kellogg. That pitch down low. It got past Jabin Bates, but not too far. I'm looking at the Tigers right now. They're 0-0, top of the first.
No, hold on. Cabrera's going to hit a home run.
Okay. I've been assured that Cabrera is going to hit a home run as it's tapped down the...
It's gone.
Tapped down the third base line. It is fair, and Miguel Cabrera just hit a home run. Jim Lantu knows how to predict the future as Gerbeck is on with a one-out single on the infield grass. It kept Diepert at...
It also helps when you get the notice from CBS Sports ahead of time.
Oh, fair enough.
Who's up?
It is now 1-0 for the Tigers fans out there. And it is Fane up to bat. Schoenborn will step off. Cameron Fane.
Do you really think I could predict it that good?
I figured you were just guessing.
The internet's about 5 seconds behind live TV.
Ah.
So I got my notice from CBS.
Schoenborn's still given the first pitch to Fane in there for a strike. Runners on first and third. Diepert at third. Gerbeck at first. The 0-1, swing and a miss by Fane. 0-2. One out here. In the top of the fourth, Catholic Central allowing 2 runs in this half inning. Throw back to first. Sliding in safely is Diepert. That is fouled back. Remains 0-2. Getting ever darker here at the Cougar baseball field as we approach 8:30. The 0-2. Well inside. Jumping back out of the way was Fane. And he has worked the count to 1-2. Schoenborn comes set, kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike, but Fane is already out to the occupied first base. So Dominic Schoenborn getting the second out of the inning and the second strikeout. Cougars still up 8-2 here with 2 outs in the top of the fourth. At this rate, it's going to be hard to get a full game in. As we mentioned earlier, there are no lights here at the Cougar baseball field. Schoenborn comes set, kicks and fires from the hip. In there for a strike.
If they'd like to donate lights, we'd be happy to put them up for them.
Schoenborn will get the sign from Jabin Bates and comes set. From the belt, the 0-1. Low and outside, 1-1. 2 outs here, runners on the corners for Coswell. The 1-1. Fouled down down to third. Passanaw picks it up, fires over, and it's Ben Passanaw to Aiden Johnson to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Catholic Central now up 8-2. You're watching Catholic Central Baseball on the Cougar Baseball Network.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Well, in an odd turn of events, folks, we have a suspended baseball game. They have called the game due to the darkness on the field and the fact that we do not have any lights. So this game will be picked up after 3.5 innings back on Thursday. It will be finished at Thornapple-Kellogg before the regular scheduled game at 4:15. So this game will go in the record books as not being finished, and we will pick up the game where we left off back on Thursday. However, we will not have coverage of that game for you here from the Cougar Baseball Network. It will be we do not have adequate facilities at Thornapple-Kellogg to be able to call the game, so we will not have that game. Our next broadcast will be actually on Saturday when the Cougars take on the Granville Bulldogs here in a doubleheader at home. Tigers right now leading 1-0 at the middle of the first. At last check, the Whitecaps are back and are starting action later, actually in a couple of weeks. I believe next week they start at Fort Wayne. The Fort Wayne Tin Caps host the West Michigan Whitecaps at 7:05 Eastern Time at Fort Wayne. That game can be watched on MILB.TV. Well, that will just about do it for us here tonight. We will be back on Saturday for the doubleheader against Granville. Until then, this is Reagan Cleaves saying so long from the Cat in Grand Rapids, Michigan, as the Catholic Central Cougars beat the Thornapple-Kellogg Trojans by a score of 7-3 in the first game and lead 8-2 after 3.5 innings of play in a suspended second game. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic night, everybody.
I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Michigan, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.